Bezrat Hashem, as Davies entering the room while he's watching the PSG game. Tamar's about to go to sleep, and she's still. It's Jordan's in Yerushalayim. Yoni's doing his thing. Chaim's in the El Yonim. This is just incredible. This is incredible. The light that's on right now is exactly like what we're going to be experiencing on Purim. With Bli, without any coverings. Tefillah b'Shem Kol Yisrael. I'm in Hertz for a day. Then going back.
Didn't mean to interrupt. Never mind.
Then going back, Bezrat Hashem. Bezrat Hashem. Bell's heart is always in Yerushalayim, and he's also in Yerushalayim physically. Gewaldic.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm in Herzliya right now.
I know you're in Herzliya, but you're returning. We're always returning to Yerushalayim.
It's just teshuva. It's just saying he's in teshuva.
I am. Cover Tefillah b'Shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach. Reuven ben Yosef Asara Bracha Bas Yehudis Miriam Dodi Bas Chani Ucheved Yonah Bas Bas Shira Bas Bas Sander Reuven ben Mani and every neshama in Klal Yisrael, everyone who's suffering either physically, mentally, spiritually, should have a refuah. Ribbon Hashem, let us be happy with our share. Hashem, help us be happy with our share at all times. Let us put our main emphasis on Torah study and only have to work on a casual basis. And even in the short periods of time that I have to engage in work or business in order to earn what we need for our livelihood, let us still be attached to the Holy Torah. Let me never forget you, even for the briefest moment. Kira, I can mute you for a second. Oh, that was the... No, I'm never... That was holy chutzpah on my part. That was holy chutzpah. That was holy chutzpah. That wasn't charif. It wasn't charif. All right, Chaver, do we? Okay, we're all here. Baruch Hashem. Halacha l'maisa. We're continuing with davening on Purim. Kriyat HaTorah of Purim is the shortest laning of the year and is actually the exemption to a rule. Normally, there are no less than 10 psukim in any Kriyat HaTorah. The laning of Purim, the conclusion of Parshas B'Shalach, however, is a self-contained portion about the war on Amalek that has only 9 psukim. Now, according to the Vilna Gaon on Purim, we say Tehillim, Perek Chaf Beis, as the Shir Shal Yom. The Ramah mentions that one should wear Shabbos and Yom Tov clothes on Purim. Oh my gosh, Chavra. I feel like we need to all sing, Lord, get me high. Get me high, get me higher and higher and higher and higher. Because we're just raising up. If we just see on the bottom right and bottom left of the screen, Rabbeinu Shoshi and Rabbi Dani coming on. Hey, Chavra, this is unbelievable. You pick your head up, you put your head down once, you pick your head up. Everything's changing. Our eyes, Pokach Ivrim, see in the morning. Chavra. Ribbon Hashem allow us to see what we can't see. Beautiful. All right, we're continuing with Megillas Esther. This is actually the last point. I mean, there's so many from Rav Itchemeyer on Megillas Esther, and because we have 7 days until Purim, and we don't do stealing Torah officially on Friday and Shabbos, we're all doing our individual stealing Torah. We have to split this up in a very tactical way, because there's so much to cover. We have the Sudas of Purim. We have Yayin right? Mishteh, what it really means to drink yain, the mitzvah matanot levionim, and we have a mashloach mano, of course. So we have so much to go through. So we're gonna try to combine a couple of pieces. I may be a little slow in between because we're combining a couple of pieces within the Megillah section, but let's see where it takes us. So we all have to understand, based off what we've been learning over the past week or so, that Hashem's light can be found everywhere. And it can be found all the time, in the past, present, and future. And we also have to know that on Purim, Dafka during Megillas Esther, when we're going through the reading, the light is shining with no coverings whatsoever. We have to know that very well, that there's no coverings. There is zero. And the light that's coming down is such an enormous light that we must just try to tap ourselves into and try to form cleaves right now in order to receive more and more of that light. Now it's written in the Arizal, during the time of Kriyas Megillah, Miskale or Hashem Kam Ba'olam Bli Kisoy. Right? So during this time of reading, the light that's revealed on us, that's showering down upon us, there is no covering. We just mentioned that. V'nefashos Yisrael kolatos es haor ha'etzum hazeh. V'mergishus es mesios Hashem bli gam gomim. Right? And when this light is shining on us, this intense, tremendous light, there is no hesitation. There is no hesitation on our end. There's no hesitancy. We're there. We're ready. We want it so badly, and we don't want it to end. And we also have to know that Megillah is a lashon of Giloy, which is revealing. And bimkom ha'ester be'olam hagashmi hazeh shebo yesh kol kach hareva ha'istarot. Everybody knows that in this world there are many coverings. There's many klipos. Ala emes apshuta azos. Zeu ha'koach ha'ora etzum nishpa b'kriyas Megillah. This tremendous light is influencing us, and we know it's revealed. Unlike times during the year where we think it's concealed and there's klipos, all that is gone in the time of Megillas Esther, in the time of Purim. We find and we recognize that Hashem's name does not appear once in the Megillah. Ki kol mehusa ve'ora shel Megillah. In the essence of the Megillah, hu legalus elokus b'tocha astara. Within the concealment, dafka in that place we find Hashem. We find the elokus. L'manu la'achzik chazak be'emunah. And like we learned yesterday, that we have to be misbonen and we have to hold on to these thoughts. We have to hold on to the moment. Think about it deeply. Apply it to our lives. Help strengthen your emunah in coming closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ubiyadiyah, and in your knowledge, in your das. B'metzius Hashem Yisbarach Yichudo. Chevra, I just have to make an honest mistake. I have to make a confession here. I translated Yichudo as Yichud, as togetherness. Now, based off the Torah we've been learning, we mamish see with this light that's coming down on us on Purim, there is togetherness, and we're together, we're one with Hashem, and it's so obvious. But there's also another translation, which is uniqueness. So I'm sorry from that end. I'm sorry from that end. And because this light, this tremendous light that's coming down on us from Hashem, the Or of Hashem, the Or Eloki, therefore we're aware and we could recognize that we could tap into this every moment of our day in any situation. And this is the biggest, the biggest of the biggest. Gam kishelo ro'im et Hashem b'giloi. Even in the times where it may seem concealed, and it may seem like there's klipot in the way, we know based off the story of Esther and the Megillah reading, and on this time of Purim, that it's there all along. Not only when the covers are off, when the klipos are off, but even when they're on, it's there. And Rav Itchamar says something so beautiful, that the secret of light, in recognizing this light, is like we've been speaking about over the past week, which is Ein Od Mevado. And Rav Itchamar says that to know Ein Od Mevado, we have to know Asa, we have to know Oseh, and we have to know Ye'aseh. That the actions and everything that occurred in the past was from Hashem. Everything that's happening now is from Hashem. And everything that will happen is from Hashem. That is the sod of Ein Od Mevado. Chavra be'ezrat Hashem. As we're continuing in our journey for the preparations of Purim, be'ezrat Hashem tomorrow with the yayin and the whole matzav. Recognizing that right now, things in our lives may seem like they're covered. May seem like I'm not even ready for Purim. And I haven't prepared at all. Everything is in school is a bilbul. Right? My Shabbos in Herzliya, I thought I was coming on a good week, but really it's a bad week. But no. What Purim is trying to tell us, Tamar, and everyone else, that the bad weeks are really the best weeks. And what we may not be Farka. It's Chevra, Farka. It's never too late. And while we may not be certain within our future and what we're doing in the next 6 months, Dafka, in those times of confusion, in those times of uncertainty, Hashem is saying, look deeper. Look deeper. I'm here. I'm Dafka here. Now in Purim, everything is obvious to us. So maybe we'd be Zocha to understand both realities. And maybe we, just like we're trying to tap into Hanukkah, which I think is like in 285 days, something around there. Shabbos is in 2. We know Shabbos is in 2.5. So Shabbos and Hanukkah and Purim, they're all connected.
How many till the wedding?
22.
Oh.
Got him right. Donnie, reveal yourself.
He's ready.
Reveal yourself.
He's ready for Purim.
Donnie,
ready for
reveal
Purim.
yourself. No covering.
He's Nister.
No coverings.
Donnie's Nister.
I know we can mama see it. We can mama see it. Right? Dafka with the covers, with the klipos, it's there. Ah!
Oh.
Firm. Donnie,
Revy.
firm. Donnie scream firm.
But that was mama's. Can I just say that was I think the deepest thing ever, that the cover itself had the first letter of his name all over.
Oh, wow. Wow. Cover, I'm telling you, the more time goes on, the more we realize Zoom is the holiest of the holiest.
Oh my gosh.
Zoom is really holy. It's really holy.
A Zoom, it's like we're zooming on our neshama.
Cover, look at this. Cover, look at this. When my screen is off, look what happens.
Wait, I can't see it.
Cover, it's Hanukkah. Everybody
why?
Hanukkah.
Why the fourth night?
I don't know. It was a picture from actually, I took this picture when I was with Donnie. Shana Bet, we took the picture.
Oh, and Donnie's first name is D, which in Hebrew is Dal. I think Gematria Dal is 4, so the fourth night.
Actually,
also a shame.
Donnie and I were listening to the most Harif shir for Moshe Weinberger. Donnie, remember that shir? Givaldic. All right, Donnie will send it in the description. I love talking about the description. Like, there's so much going on in the description. There's nothing going on, Chevra. There's not. We're just trying to be YouTubers here. We're trying to be YouTubers. We have to speak to the audience. Yeah, there's so much going on. Chevra, if you have any links to share in the description, you share it. We need to fill up the description. It's mamish. It's a deep secret, the description. Wow, Chevra. Chevra, be well. Any questions, comments, please feel free.
Well, I'll just say something that I heard today. Do I have a good connection or?
You have the best.
Yeah. There's so much
Okay.
connection.
So, Rav Cook talks about getting drunk on Purim. He says when you get drunk on Purim, you're really getting drunk because you get drunk twice because you're always drunk by thinking that you have so much control, and like we see now, like the world leaders think they have so much control, and like we believe in the natural order of things. So Rav Cook thinks that we're drunk in believing that, but on Purim we get drunk, we get like re-drunk into being drunk, and like when we get drunk, it's the truth, right? Because nichnas yain yatsa sod, right? So when you get drunk, like you get re-drunk. If someone wants to say, basically that's it.
I think you're drunk right now.
Holy cow.
I mean, you know it's crazy. It's crazy that I sent Kira a video. I feel like 5 months ago, we did on Stealing Torah. We spoke about the holy drunkard only sees oneness, and we actually we did Chazara on that piece of Torah last night. How on Purim, when we're drunk, right? There's a holy drunk and there's an unholy drunk. The unholy drunk is that you're seeing everyone at the Su'udah, you're seeing 10, 15, 20 people. By the way, we're going to do Stealing Torah Su'udah. I'm going to talk with my roommates. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to do one. We got to do Stealing Torah Su'udah. Number 2.
Dude, first let's make an RSVP list to see if we'll even have Chevra, and then after that.
Right. We'll send out a link. We'll send out a link to the cover. But anyways, we're going to have like 20, 30, 100 people at our Su'udah. Now, Rav Shlomo says the deepest, if someone is drunk in an unholy way, he will see that amount of people. He'll see 15 people. He'll see 20 people. He'll see 100 people. But what does the holy drunkard see? What does the holy drunk see? He only sees one. He only sees one. He only sees one, Chevra. At the end of the day, we're all one. We're all one. We're mamish all one. Actually,
also when you drink,
yeah,
when you drink a lot, your vision gets blurry, and then you always see one. Totally.
That is true. That is true. Anyone else have anything to share? Questions, comments? Kira from Yerushalayim. The holy beggar had. Oh, Kira, you gotta share that. You gotta share that. You gotta share that. You gotta share that.
Whoa.
That is deeper. That is the deepest. Kira, what do you say? All right, I'll just share what Kira sent to the chat. Okay, Kira's in the trenches right now. The holy beggar has no hands to take. Only is he begging to give to the world. That is the holy beggar. Wow. Oh, and we have more comments, guys. The chat is fire. Fire. Tamar, B'Shem Kol Yisrael. God wanted it to happen so we can strengthen ourselves against the Yetzer Hara. That is the tikkun. That is the tikkun of understanding in or mevada, right? Asa, oseh, yaseh. Chavra, Bezrat Hashem, Chaim is cooking keep-us. All right, Chavra, I feel like we're good. I feel like we're all in a good state. We need to lower ourselves. Chavra, we shall be healthy, happy, and successful. The Kavod Purim, it's Wednesday. L'chu Neranena, it's almost Shabbos. It's almost Shabbos. We can't forget about Shabbos. And Chevra. And there's one new message. Our neshamas are always ready. Chevra, we're always ready. I mean, we saw what Kira's mama's dressed like Mashiach's here. Kira has a suitcase packed like Mashiach's coming right now. Chevra, we need to be ready for Mashiach in the third temple. Bezrat Hashem. Be well.